Alright, here we are. What's up, guys? It's Nathan here. And today I had, well, I guess it'd be kind of a request to show you guys my elements here. I have a bit of a collection started. So, yeah, here they are. There's about 20 in that box, and then some other miscellaneous things. I'm sure I've got more, but I don't know. I don't have them right here. Anyway, let's get into this. In this box, I have. This is how I'd like to store most of them, in these little containers here, and I have quite a few of those. And yeah, so some of the samples are kind of interesting. It's this phosphorus, just some phosphorus from a match box. It's this krypton, just a light bulb, krypton light bulb. Carbon is just some carbon rods, and there's a piece of coal in there. Some of you may know I live in an old coal mining town, so there's a lot of coal around. Zinc, this is a good one. Let me actually open this up. Zinc is one that I actually like a lot because it's easy to get, and you can melt it easily. It's kind of fun to cast into things like this thing I made out of zinc a while ago, as well as this ring I tried to make, and it turned out pretty cool. Also, I have a zinc wheel weight. I don't know if this is probably not focused very well, but zinc wheel weight. Anyway, it's not closing all the way. Anyway, zinc. What's this? Calcium. I don't really have a very pure source of calcium, but there's just a tooth in there, since they're fairly high in calcium. Tin, just some tin fishing sinkers in there, fishing weights. Chromium is just some nichrome wire. I got that out of a hairdryer. Sulfur is just a piece of iron pyrite in there, and some pure sulfur. Iron pyrite, of course, is a sulfur containing mineral, also a ore of iron. Tungsten, let's see if I can open this up. Just got some light bulb filaments. Light bulb filaments are, of course, tungsten. Bismuth, just a little bismuth crystal. Probably should open this one up. Tantalum, just so you can see it, there's some little tantalum capacitors in there. They contain a small amount of tantalum. Iron, you can see there's that little coin I plated in iron. It is magnetic. I could show you, but my magnet's in that box over there. There's also this little bead. This is a little piece of iron that dripped off of my crucible that I melted by accident. Put that back in there. Copper. You can see there's a copper nugget. There's also this little copper skull I tried to cast. It didn't turn out too well though. It ended up looking like it's been sitting on the bottom of the ocean for quite a while. Still looks pretty cool though. There's also a copper coin in there. Gallium, just some gallium I poured in there. It appears to have hardened and kind of formed some kind of weird square shaped crystal thing, I guess. I'm not sure if that's actually what the crystals look like, but that's what it did. This is one I'd prefer not to open, actually, because there's a bunch of oil in there. This is sodium. I don't know if you can see. There's some little pieces of sodium in there. I actually have a video of me making some. I'm gonna make a new one though, because the video wasn't very good. Aluminum. This is just an aluminum nugget. I actually found this at the lake, kind of close to my house. Piece of aluminum, probably came from a campfire or something. People throwing their cans in there, and then melt into these weird nuggets. And that's actually where I find a lot of my aluminum. Lead. There's just a bullet in here. That's actually where I get a lot of my lead from bullets that I found. This is a lead coin that was attempt, I guess. Only half of a coin. Silver. Silver, I have some silver coins in there. You can see there's a mercury dime, silver quarter, as well as this here. This is a silver, I don't remember if this is a diode or a fuse, something like that. Some kind of electrical component. It is silver though. Put that in there. I think that also came out of that hairdryer. I'm not sure though. Nickel. Just a nickel. This is actually a Canadian nickel because US nickels aren't as pure. This will also stick to a magnet. And last one in here, americium. This is a synthetic element actually, and it is radioactive. I have it inside this tube. I can take it out. Hang on a second. You can see that little button of americium there. It is, like I said, slightly radioactive, although not enough to really do anything. Put that back in there. The reason that they have those in smoke detectors is actually because, well, obviously it emits ionizing radiation, and it's actually very useful for detecting smoke particles. When they go into the smoke detector, you know, the radiation like bounces off of them and it can detect it. Anyway, that one's pretty cool. It's the only element here that's really man-made, like created in a reactor. Cool setup. So that was all these. I guess I'll put those back. Alright, here we are. Now moving on to the miscellaneous elements. Trying to get this out of the box here. First I have this light bulb. Light bulbs of course contain argon, which is an inert gas. I think most of the gases might be kind of difficult to get. I'll try to get them in light bulbs though, or such. Here we have something. My magnet stuck to this. These are my gold-plated electrical components. As you can see, they've got gold-plated parts on them. I'm actually gonna do a video eventually about me getting the gold off of them. I just don't have very many, so I won't really be able to do that yet. I have some more though. Here's sling my magnet. Get this out of the box. This is a neodymium magnet. Of course containing your rare earth magnet metals, I guess. I don't know. Such as neodymium, a few others, praseodymium, I think. I don't remember some of them off the top of my head, but yeah, it's a pretty big magnet. Set that back in here. Some other stuff. Some other stuff here. Oh, these. These are, as you can see, your little display things. Vacuum displays, I guess. And you can see in the corner there's a little black dot. That's actually barium. And the reason that that's in there, they put that in there so it'll react with the air and it'll keep vacuum in there. I have a couple of those. Let's see, I don't really know what else. I have these back here. Here's a compact fluorescent bulb. This actually came out of my bug zapper thing I bought. These bulbs contain a small amount of mercury in powder form, and eventually I'd like to figure out how to get some of it out of there and change it into metallic mercury, but I'm not sure how entirely safe that would be, since in powder form it's kind of messy. Back here you can see in that there's an old lantern battery I took apart. There's actually a can in there with a bunch of manganese dioxide, and I'm going to be using that. I'm going to be trying to get some manganese metal out of that, probably by a thermite reaction, because you can actually make thermite with manganese dioxide, so that should be pretty cool. I guess you can look forward to that. I think that's about it. Oh, one other thing. Is it this one? No, it's on this one. I don't know if you can see, this isn't really focusing, but next to that big capacitor there's a little light bulb. Alright, sorry about that, my camera died. Anyway, what I was saying was, on this board here, you can see next to that capacitor there's a little light bulb. And I'm not sure, I think it might be filled with neon, or possibly some other similar gas. You probably can't really tell, but there's two electrode things in it. They're actually not connected at all, so I think it has some kind of conductive gas inside of it. Maybe neon, or maybe something else. I'm not sure, but yeah. Alright, well anyway, I think that's all I have here, at least for today. So, I guess I'll see you guys next time. Peace.